I guess he does.
He just doesn't get it.
No, but I'm doing the best I can to hold him off a little bit.
Well, he's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
We always love these fun transactions. And you guys in Lake County are having a bunch of fun with somebody now.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
So I got together with our company attorney yesterday, and I'm going to come up and do a slide presentation. I'll do one in Clear Lake, and then I'll do one in Lakeport. I'm hoping I can get it together for Monday for you, so that you guys kind of know legally. He's not doing anything illegal. Doesn't make sense, except if you got nothing to offer anybody, you do gimmicks. And Gary can tell you in our careers, we've seen a lot of gimmicks come and go. And this is just another one. So I would urge you to call agents over there that you like, and it's time for them to move over to us and go to a serious real estate company that has a value proposition to help you sell your home. But yeah, I'll get up there and I want to do a slide presentation and give you guys how we need to handle this legally and ethically. Part of this has come down since there's been some lawsuits against multiple listing services in regards to compensation that, it's kind of opened it up. Last spring in our risk management session, they talked a lot about this. This is a possibility that some gimmick brokers might do this. And it's not really an advantage to the seller. You want competition, and you want to get everybody showing your home ethically. You've got to show the home no matter what it is. But when we write our offers, I'm going to give you some information to utilize that. Sound good?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Jessica looks like she's frowning at me here. That's better. I need a Jessica smile.
That's because I have full plate Monday, and I would want to, see this presentation. So yeah, if we can do it at a certain time, I could go to Clear Lake. Well, actually, I'll be here in Clear Lake, so hopefully it'll be a good time.
So let me just look at my schedule. Tuesday's kind of tough, and Wednesday's tough for me.
No, Jessica said she could make it Monday. What time did you say, Jessica?
I just have a lot of stuff going on in the morning, so the afternoon would be better.
Okay, I can start in Lakeport if that worked for people, and then go to Clear Lake for the afternoon.
Okay, good.
It'll be probably about an hour presentation.
Okay.
I just want to, Gary and I want to prepare you guys for how to react to this and how to deal with it with your buyers. Obviously, they're trying to get your buyers away from you too.
Yes.
But again, I would use it. Note, we've got an ambassador program. So if agents are the catalyst for bringing over a good producer, we'll reward you for that. This is really an opportune time. He's clearly scared that we're there and that we are a professional organization with a full program for him to do something like this. So, you'll be able to spend best with your buyers and sellers. Yeah. I promise.
So Randy, let me know what the times are so I can let everybody else know. So if they can't make the Lakeport, they can make the Clear Lake, because I know I'm gonna have to do the Clear Lake also. I have morning appointments.
Okay, would 10 o'clock starting at Lakeport, you think 10 o'clock would be good for there? And then I'll work on doing noon or 1 in Clear Lake.
I have to get Jackson from school at 1, so I could be back here by 1:30.
Okay. All right. So I can do, would 11 work at Lakeport better?
Yeah, let's do 11.
Okay.
And then, what, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock in Clear Lake.
Okay, got it.
Just to give everyone else a kind of a glimpse, everyone
Yeah.
else from Lake County about what we're discussing here. We're seeing in the MLS an offering of compensation to the cooperating broker of $1 rather than 2% or 2.5% or 3%.
And it wasn't a typo?
No, it's not. It's you know, the MLS rules say that listing broker, to put it in the MLS, has to offer compensation to a cooperating broker, but it doesn't say how much. Clearly the expectation in this case is that the buyer's agent is going to be compensated from the buyer, which, you know, is not the norm. And or the buyer's agent's compensation is to be negotiated in the process of making the offer, which is an awkward situation because, you know, we always keep our commission negotiations out of the purchase agreement, the RPA. So it doesn't, you know, we don't bring it into the RPA negotiations. So Randy, you'll go over those details. It has happened with, as far as I know, just one brokerage in Lake County, though we may see it occurring elsewhere. So if you're dealing, be sure to look at the listings closely and see what the offer of compensation is. And if it's not appropriate for our expectations, then you need to deal with Randy or I or Karina to respond properly.
Yeah, and David. So we'll so Karina, will you get that? You mind getting that set up? Then I'll be 11 at Lakeport, and I'll be 2 o'clock in Clear Lake. Okay. You're on mute, Karina.
Which office in Clear Lake? Are you going to go to David's office or the
We'll go
one
to
here in
David.
Olympic? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably, David doesn't have a big TV yet because I've got a slide presentation. So Gary, I might need to come over and grab the projector and that from Sonoma.
Okay.
So that we can do the presentation. So that'll be great. We just want to give you some, you know, how to handle it and make sure that you're compensated for your work. And again, this is a gimmick that I think will backfire.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's not only with popularity with other companies, but if buyers and sellers, you know, hey, just deal with us straight. So, and of course, we have to be careful with antitrust laws and stuff like that. So, you really can't just discuss commission, but we've got a plan for you. So good. How are we seeing the marketplace out there? It's picking up again.
Yes, very much so.
You know, it's really important. I always laugh at people that say the market is, you know, holidays, there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening for the people that mentally think nothing's happening, but for the people that realize that the buyer and sellers at this time of year really want to make a move. And as I said, a couple of weeks after school starts, the market will pick back up, and it is. You know, be in front of that, you know, sphere of influence. Be sure that you're getting your social. A lot of you guys are absolutely awesome on your social media. You know, we've got dance moves. We've got assorted amount of fun stuff happening out there from you guys. Keep it up. It's really important to be, you know, be out there. And don't forget, you get nothing if you don't ask for it. So if you're not asking for listings and you're not putting yourself out there for listings, as I always say, you list to last. And those who have the listings have the power, right? You got all these agents fighting with their buyers and stuff. Go out there, be active toward listings. We're trying to get the marketing and that out there for you. We've got sync and that we've got ad dollars being spent in certain areas to help you. So those of you who are on sync, be sure you follow up with those leads quickly. These leads, are going and going. Pick them up, follow up, and be successful there. What else have we seen in the marketplace?
I'm seeing really quick price reductions, like houses that have been on the market less than a week have already put their price down.
There is a trend slowly that price reductions, the number of properties with price reductions are increasing as a percentage, and the number selling over list price is decreasing slightly. So that could be a trend that we see going through the winter.
Yeah, I'm seeing that in September, 97.4% of the original price is what they've been selling for here in medium. So that you can see that it's going down.
Yeah.
Also, I had I thought it was just the one agent, but I've actually had a couple of agents in the past, like 2 weeks, call me to check in on houses and say, oh, we told our client not to even bother writing because it's going to be multiple offers. So I'm like, well, why are you calling me then? Right.
And guys, that is just stinking thinking. Agents have so much control over their client and how their clients feel about the market. And I think one of the reasons, and I could be wrong on this, but one of the reasons we're seeing the price reductions in that we are, is everybody was watching the market here. So they go, oh, because the market's going up, let's go 1 to 5% over what the last comp was. And, let's price it here. Well, they're doing that now and they're not getting any offers. And so a lot of these homes that we've seen price reductions down to where they probably should have started at, then we're seeing multiple offers, or we're at least getting an offer on the property. So it's really important to try to control that dialogue up front with what's happening on the marketplace. And that we're not seeing the multiple offers, and we're seeing properties sit on the market longer than normal. And again, a lot of those that are sitting on the market, I think, were overpriced in the first place. They didn't start with the right number up front. Are you seeing that out there?
I am. I've noticed that the homes are staying on the market longer, and they're here. It's an average of 25 days, which is 21%. So yeah, they definitely were moving or in the earlier months, but now they're still staying at that higher price, and so they're sitting. They definitely are. Yeah.
Well, we have to control the expectations of our clients, and be up with them, and not always, not attempt just to buy a listing. So many agents were in the mood of buying listings and, oh, let's take it. And they were selling. So, I know I've heard from a few of our agents that they go, I just didn't want to take it at that price. And the person took it and it sold. Well, that's not what's happening now. So, keep working at it. But Gary, you have some more stats for us?
Actually not, because I'm just getting started on the blog. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be out next week.
Cool.
I can tell you a couple of things though. We had 66 closings in the month of September, which was nice. We had 85 a year ago, but remember, August of 2020 was a crazy month. July and August, because it's when all those buyers came out of the COVID woodwork, and we're active in the marketplace. So it's still hard to make that comparison year over year. But in some people who excelled in our third quarter, which is let's see, September, August, July, September, August. Parmita Goldman was top in units, volume, and listings in Petaluma. Congratulations. Mary Giblin closed 14 transactions in that quarter. Well done, Mary. And Heather was top producer volume-wise in the Santa Rosa office, and Mary was top in new listings with 4 during that period. Lori Paris closed 10 transactions in that quarter, last quarter. Deborah Melancon had a great dollar volume number. She closed a number of high volume properties in Bodega. Lori was top in new listings in Sebastopol. Sheila Degnan closed 10 transactions in the quarter in Sonoma and was top in dollar volume. Eric Rothfeld and Freddie Diaz were top in new listings in Sonoma. St. Helena, Ryan Pasquanello closed 9 transactions in the quarter and was top in new listings. Linda Alioto was top in dollar volume. And Amy Ray was top in units sold and dollar volume in Ukiah. And the team Ramos was tops in new listings. So congratulations to all those agents. We'll get some advertising out around that. And I'm sorry I don't have the Lake County numbers at this point because we didn't own the companies for the full quarter. So next quarter we'll incorporate the Lake County producers. We recognize our top producers each quarter with special ads in the paper and so forth and so on.
So don't worry, you guys will be in there.
Congratulations to all.
I got Jessica glaring at me over here like, what do you mean we don't have Lake County a quarter for him yet?
We had 2 months of experience, August and September, but we're liking it. There's lots of volume up there.
Yeah, you guys are cranking. You guys are really doing good up there.
Yeah.
So looking forward to seeing you on Monday. Upcoming listings. Amy Ray.
It's not upcoming. It just hit the market about an hour ago. So it's a really cute little 2-bedroom, 1-bath on the southwest side of Ukiah. 475 Observatory. It has new paint, new flooring, new carpet, new lighting. The exterior was also painted. It's just a super cute little house, nice and fresh, in a great neighborhood, listed at $429.
Very good.
Hey, Randy, just before we carry on with new listings, which I'm excited to do, but Heather is on another webinar, but popped in here to tell us about the MoxieWorks rollout, which
Awesome.
so I want to give Heather a chance to talk about that before we get back to new listings. So, Heather.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see everybody today. I don't know how many of you have heard, but we're really excited because we are going to be having access to MoxieWorks. If you're not familiar with MoxieWorks, it's a really amazing top of class set of programs that includes a CRM, websites, marketing, and presentations. So take a look online at that to learn more about it. But hundreds of thousands of agents, they pay for this monthly, and Realogy has set it up to provide to all of you at no cost. So it's a really great program that's out there. In mid to late November, we are going to be getting access to 2 of the programs, and I'm starting further out so you'll remember the ones that are happening sooner. So in mid to late November, we're going to be getting access to what's called Moxie Engage and Moxie websites. And that is the CRM. It's going to include a new lead engine and the ability. The great thing about all these programs is they really interconnect. So you can take things that you're going to be getting from one portion of the program, easily send it out to your sphere on the CRM. And then there'll also be the websites there. And then sooner than that, in the next couple of weeks, we are going to be getting access to Moxie Impress and Moxie Present. Moxie Present is a place that you can go in and make all of your presentations. So your listing presentation, you can do fantastic CMAs. Again, and it links up to, once we've got the CRM portion, you can easily send things out from there. There's also Moxie Impress, and that is where a ton of marketing materials are going to be generated automatic for you for your listings. And then you can easily send out from there to social media, your sphere, print things up, what have you. So the week of, not this coming week, but the following week, there'll be 2 trainings, October 18th and 20th. We'll have online trainings that are going to be given directly from MoxieWorks. Those are going to both be happening at noon. And then the first week of November, to help you guys really get going and really launch these programs, I'm going to be coming to the offices and sitting down, going over more about how to create your presentations and everything, and then do a kind of workshop style. So bring your computers so that you can get in and start really creating the things that you want to create. And then there'll be more information about the other 2 coming up in November. I'll send out an email with all these dates, but I really hope that you will join in on those trainings. This is going to be transitioning from anything that you've had in Zap, ultimately is going to be coming over to MoxieWorks. So it is going to be, you know, you want to get in there, dive in, and take advantage of these really great programs.
How long are those trainings on the 18th and 19th?
You know, they haven't told us. I'm assuming those online ones are going to be less than an hour. And then when I'm in the offices, we can do a longer, you know, more workshop. But yeah, okay. I believe they're going to be less than an hour.
Okay, so if everyone can block out the 18th and 19th from noon to 1 o'clock for those trainings, we'll get more information.
Yeah, and it's actually the 18th and the 20th. So Monday and Wednesday.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, and I'll send that out. We're going to send out a flyer with a bunch more info, but just want to let you know because it's very exciting.
Great.
The 18th and 19th of
18th and 20th.
18th and 20th of October. Yep.
Now they're going to be recorded also, Heather, right?
What's that?
They'll be recorded.
I assume so. Yeah. Yes, they will be.
Hope so.
They'll be recorded, so I'll send them out if people can't come. And then the first week of November is when I'll be hitting the different offices with time to sit down.
Great.
We're going to work on getting you the numbers. It's amazing how much your people's production increases that utilize MoxieWorks CRM. And we'll have those numbers. Heather and I were working on that yesterday with the head trainer, Amy Giroux. And so she was going to look that up for us, but it's a pretty significant thing. And again, those that are active with CRMs and especially MoxieWorks, which is really, I think, the best product out there, you will increase your business. Not everybody's going to adapt to it. Not everybody's going to utilize it, but those of you that will, your production will increase. It's a great product out there. So yeah, we'll get it happening.
Randy, will that take the place of Zap?
Yeah, your Zap won't disappear, but they're going to be able to, my understanding, and Heather, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to be working on you being able to move your SOI into the MoxieWorks program. That's what they've said they're going to be able to do. So it hopefully will be an easy transition to, you know, not utilize Zap anymore, but they're not like they've done before where all of a sudden you just lose the whole program. So you'll be able to, you know, slowly move over what you need to move over, but it's a far, far superior program.
Great.
Mara, do you have a listing you want to cover?
I have and a want. Zebby and I are going to be having 3 buildable parcels. One is a fire lot, original from Tubbs fire lot on Manzanita, which is right off Trinity Road. It's about 3 miles up Trinity. I sold it to these clients about 2 years ago, and they did a little bit of improvement, and now they're getting divorced. So they need to sell the property. So it's a buildable lot on, has water and everything, to not water, but it has well, everything is there. Everything's working. It was inspected 2 years ago. Septic is good. And then they have 2 other pieces of property that I don't have a whole lot of information on, but they are on Tucker Road in Calistoga. And Zebby and I are going to inspect all of these today and early next week. But if you have anybody looking for buildable lots, the one on Manzanita has incredible views looking west. So it should be a beautiful piece for someone to buy. And my want, I
Do you
randomly
have a
met.
price on that, Mara?
I don't, I think they bought it somewhere in the 4s. So I have to see how that extrapolates to now. It was around four-ish when they bought it. And my want, very interesting. I was showing a piece of property to somebody, and there were these 2 women standing outside, and they were standing there, and I said, "Are you waiting for somebody?" And they said, "Yeah, they're waiting for their agent." Well, their agent stood them up, so they asked me if I would work with them because they weren't happy with whoever they had just started working with. Well, it turns out she's the daughter of one of the richest families in the Philippines. Her father is what is called the pawn shop king of the Philippines. And I looked them up. Her sister is a world-renowned clothing designer. Anyway, she is looking, she wants Healdsburg. She can spend up to about $1.2 million. And if anybody has anything that has not hit the market yet, let me know. She's ready to go. She's only here in the US for another few weeks, and she'd like to do something before she goes back to the Philippines. So Healdsburg is where she settled on looking. So let me know.
Thanks, Mara. Parmita, you want to share your new listing, or you have or want?
Yes, I have, sorry, I'm out of breath, I just ran. I had to run up the stairs.
And she's out of breath.
The FedEx guy was downstairs. So I have a coming soon, Leonard Avenue in Santa Rosa, Northeast. It's actually about 10 minutes from the new office. Super sweet location, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's just under 2,500 square feet, corner lot. So it's got great curb appeal. They're having it cleaned this weekend, and then it should be on the market on the 15th. But it is available to view as the sellers are moving out this weekend. And that's going to be at 865. And then I also have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo coming up in Petaluma, downtown. That's going to be at 295.
Great. Thank you. Rebecca.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Okay, so I have two listings. One, I have 1120 Rutledge Ave coming back on the market. It's a 700 plus square foot house. I don't have any, I was just looking at the information. I don't have too many of the details right in front of me. There is one unpermitted structure in the back, garage, big yard. And we had it listed for 465, and I'm not sure if that's exactly what we'll be listing it for again this time. We just the seller wasn't willing to do any of the repairs that the buyer was requesting, so we could not come to an agreement, unfortunately. So we're going to be checking out a couple things, but that should be back on the market within a week or two if anybody's interested. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. And I also have 8187 Tyrone Road in Monterey that will be listed hopefully the end of October, maybe beginning of November. And that is a 672 square foot building, 2-bed, 1-bath, 6,750 square foot lot. It's backs up to a dry creek bed, and it's really sweet and quaint. And I think we'll be listing it somewhere around 355 probably. So if anybody's interested in Camp Meeker, sorry, I don't think I said that part. Well, no, that's Montreal, my bad. Anybody interested? Give me a call.
Okay, great, Rebecca, thank you. Jessica, you got your hand up.
So I have 2 up and comings. I have one, it's going to be ready November 1st. It's on Wilder Avenue, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 768 square feet, but it's been redone. The whole kitchen is granite countertops, nice wood cabinets, brand new paint inside. Outside is really clean, cute little backyard. We're listing that for $230. It does not have a garage, but it does have a carport. And then on Blue Heron Court, I'm meeting this gentleman on Monday to sign the listing agreement. And it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, tile floors, granite countertops. It's on the channel, so in the Keys. So when we have water, it would be waterfront. He does have a gangway and a small floating dock. And we're listing that for $279.
Great.
Very good.
I was up and took a tour around Clear Lake yesterday, and yeah, the water is way down. But the job I think I might want up there is pile driving. I think those guys kind of maybe make a lot of money doing.
There's only one company that has the barge in order to do the pile driving when the water is up, and he's got a monopoly on the lake. That's for sure.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
And he's like 2-3 years out from starting
Yeah.
anything new. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But lake bed management also has requirements where you can't put in a dock if you've never had a dock, because it will damage the habitat for the hitch fish. So technically, if you've never had a dock, you can't have one. That's Lake
So
County.
or something I need to know, or are you looking for a new career or something?
No. It was just interesting. I never seen those piles and the docks so low on these floating docks are so low on these piles. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sophie, I want to congratulate Sophie for a closing with a very difficult buyer and a very difficult seller. She was representing the seller, but you persevered through it, and congratulations, Sophie. That was well done.
Yes, it was.
You have your hand up to share something.
You got to be off mute, Sophie. We see you doing yoga or dancing or something.
She is off mute, so.
Oh, she is off mute.
Yeah.
Now you're on mute.
Now she's disappeared altogether. Oh, there you go. We can't hear you. I don't know if your speaker's not working. Okay, now you've muted yourself, so.
Maybe you don't have your volume up or something. You're muted again, Sophie. Now you're unmuted. Try to turn up volume.
Okay, well, your audio is not working, so why don't you reboot the computer or something and come back to us? And Randy, what do you want to tell us about listing wise?
Have some listings coming up. Actually, it was kind of fun in a way, but kind of not fun. But Nancy Calderon and I went and got a new listing on 1049 Rose Meadow Court in Southwest Santa Rosa. And at the time we were signing the listing, we also had an offer from another agent at the exact same time. So we sold the house and listed it in the same minutes. One thing I would encourage you, it was great that this guy was so loyal to us, but, and I have to fault myself on this, probably should have gone ahead and listed with an exclusion. We already started work with my crew on cleanup and going to the dump. And the next door neighbor came and saw that he was selling the house and got an agent to come get an offer. So don't do what I did. But, you know, go ahead and when they're ready to list, go ahead and list it and just put an exclusion. Have another listing coming up at 977 Keegan in Southwest Santa Rosa. It was a modular on a foundation, very, very nicely done. Crew's putting in a new vanity and a new kitchen countertop. That'll be $599. And 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, very large lot, nice home. And then also have a listing on just over an acre, completely solar. They have tons of panels. They have a killer shop, 2-story shop in the property that's separate from the house, swimming pool. It's off of Chester Drive in Pengrove area, and that'll be about $1,050,000. So they have a few things coming up here in the future if you've got any buyers. Keegan should be on the market in the next 2 weeks. We're just waiting for the carpenter to have the time to come in and put the kitchen countertops in and put the vanity in. We've got a pest inspection already done on it and that, but nice home.
Great. Cheryl, you want to tell us what you've got?
Okay. I have an REO lakefront coming up probably in the next couple days. And it's not that nice of a place, but it is on the lake. It has a dock and a boat lift. It probably was a cabin. It should probably still kind of be a cabin. But it's got a huge lot, so somebody could have an RV there and park all their boats and trailers and stuff. It's in Clear Lake, and it's probably going to be around 4, which isn't too bad for lakefront. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Definitely a weekend getaway kind of place. And then I'm going to have probably in a couple of months here, maybe sooner, a property that's got 2 houses on it in Clear Lake on 2.5 acres. The main house is over 1,700 square feet, real nice. The second house is a manufactured, but it's a newer one on a foundation. And that's probably going to be around $650. And then I've got some other mobiles and REOs that are eviction stuff. So I'll get back to you on those.
The lakefront property, is that a property that's flippable or what is that? Or is it just what
it's 2-story?
It's probably not at that price point.
No, probably not.
There's no, yeah, for 400 with, yeah, you wouldn't flip it.
You'd have to, if you totally remodeled it, maybe add it on a little bit or.
But you wouldn't, it wouldn't be.
You wouldn't be able to probably flip it though.
You wouldn't get that enough return. Hey, Cheryl, on that one you have for 650, will they carry?
No, they're moving out of state.
Okay.
All right,
Nice
Sophie,
place,
Sophie is your.
I hope. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Okay, good.
Okay, great. So yeah, thanks a lot, Gary, for the help you gave me for the closing. Randy and anybody working the Sebastopol area, I have a buyer looking for about 5 acres, could be a little more, could be a little less. And no more than 10 minutes from downtown. There doesn't need to be a house because they're going to be, or, you know, if it's a house, something that's not worth a big amount so that it's okay to just tear it down or to really work from what's there. So there's the builder that's going to build a house. Budget is open, just something that's nice enough. Oh, really important, a good well, obviously. That's it. I also want to invite anybody who hasn't seen my listing in Grayton to come and take a look. It just came on the market. Well, we started showing it on Wednesday. And what's great about this place is that there are 2 homes on it for the price of 1. And it's over 1/4 acre, 0.27, right downtown Grayton for $785,000.
Are you holding any open houses on that?
No, I am not. I'm doing by appointments only. I had about 10 appointments on Wednesday, 6 or 7 yesterday. It's slowing down a little bit today, and so far I've only gotten one offer, but you know, one offer in 36 hours is not bad.
No, I wouldn't object to that. Good. Deanna, you have your hand up.
Yeah, hi, everybody. I'm gonna have to run in a few minutes, but I wanted to get a word in edgewise with you guys.
Thanks.
October is the month where all of the property tax bills come out. And a lot of times people will look at these and they get surprised. And so your buyers or your current owners, your database may not have taken a look at these in a really long time. They just pay the bill. But what it's telling them actually is how much they're being assessed on, and then what the bonds are. So the bonds are like for the local hospital, the local schools, the fire department, et cetera, and that can add an extra $1,000 or more to their property tax bill. And so sometimes they can be in arrears if they have a current impound account on their mortgage. So October is the month, and you know, some of the other loan officers on here probably are going to agree, is we like doing assessments ourselves so we can review their mortgage for them to make sure they're not underpaying on that, because they can have a lot in arrears. Sometimes it's thousands of dollars, and their lender or that investor hasn't actually contacted them for the shortage. They just automatically up their mortgage payment and don't tell them. And then they ask us, why are they paying more? So I like to review mortgage statements at least once a year for that reason, and their fire insurance as well. So that's one thing when you're talking to your database, you know, have you reviewed your mortgage rate in the last year, at least once a year? And then in the news, and normally our loan amounts change around, the announcement comes out in around Thanksgiving. The word out on the street is that the conforming loan limit is going to change from 548 to 50 to 625. We won't get confirmation of that until November, but that's the word out there right now. Now, there's also the high balance within the counties because we're in a high cost area. So we'll find out what that means down the road. But I just thought you should know, coming around the corner, we're going to have higher loan amounts.
Great.
So that's what I got.
Okay. Anyone else? Julie, you want to chip in on mortgage rates or anything like that?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Sure, I've got a little bit of news as well. We saw a little bit of a jump in rates this past week, but I think they're going to settle and will probably remain in the 3s through the end of the year at least. And then this may not necessarily affect you guys personally, but you might want to talk to your borrowers. One of the adjustable rate mortgage indexes is called LIBOR. That has effective 10/1 gone away, which is kind of good because my understanding is that LIBOR was being manipulated, and so not really true good tool to use. And it's been replaced with what's called SOFR, Secured Overnight Financing Rate. So basically what that means is that anybody that you know that has an adjustable rate mortgage or that is potentially looking at getting an equity line or a reverse mortgage, with LIBOR being replaced with this SOFR, they're going to get better rates, lower rates. So that's that. I think that was all I had. Is Cameron with us today?
I did see his name on the
You there,
board here.
Cameron, you got anything to chat about today?
Yeah, I actually had a couple of things. I wanted to remind everyone that we're starting to see a lot of the non-QM loans come back. They kind of faded away a little during the pandemic, but you're seeing a lot of investors and lenders starting to open the doors to those programs. So we have some great options for the debt consolidation programs for your investors who are looking to buy investment properties. They qualify just on the rate of return on the rents. So it's basically a no doc program. They don't have to turn in all their income stuff. They're going to qualify you just on the cash flow, which is a great tool for people who are looking to go invest in the real estate market. And then we have a few programs coming out that I'm researching that do down payment assistance, and they don't have MI. They start in rates in the mid 3s going down. It's borrower paid. So depending on how many points you want to pay, you can actually squeeze that rate down a little. And so some great tools for some of your buyers who may not have thought they were in position to buy, and open some more listings for you guys.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Cameron.
Absolutely.
Maury Johnson, hi, you have your hand up. Maury, there you are.
Maury,
Where'd you go? Okay, I guess you'll have
There
to-
we go. Sorry.
Okay,
I apologize for being late. I was having a tree removed on my property and I was looking over that. And, but anyway, I would like to try to get some information on where the market is. I'm having a meeting with some clients next week and I'm trying to put some stuff together. So are there particular things that I should be looking at? And this is for a property in Sonoma Valley.
so a buyer or seller?
He's selling. They're not going to be selling immediately, but they're kind of putting their head.
it's your property.
Well, the blog will have a good analysis of Sonoma Valley, but
Okay.
yeah, keep an eye out for that. I should have it done by midweek.
Okay, I'll let her know because I'm meeting with her on Monday.
Oh, okay. Great.
Okay, yeah. I was just, looking for, stuff to read and all that, but all right, that'll work. Thank you.
Okay. Randy, you have your hand up again.
Yeah, I forgot. I've got another listing. It's almost 15 acres. It was a fire lot. It's at the end of Los Alamos Road. It back up to Mount Hood Park. Because I'm not sure if that's a county or state park. But beautiful piece of property. Very curvy road getting down to it. FEMA and the state have, and the county have released it and done a full cleanup on the property. It's $430,000. We're getting photos on Monday for that. So if you have anybody looking for a large parcel and really are okay with major privacy, I mean, this is the dead end of the dead end. So it's way out there. Also going to get another listing. I'm looking at it today. It'll be in Forestville. It's a trust sale, and I'm getting the impression it's quite nice. The person that had passed away was a really goes worldwide to remodel kitchens and stuff. So their website's pretty phenomenal, but that'll be on the market in the next couple of weeks. We'll have it priced by this next week. That's it.
Great. Mara.
Does anybody have any insight on people getting insurance in the highest rated severe fire zones? Because that fire lot that I have, I just checked, and it's in the most severe fire rated area. Anyone have any insight about the ability to get fire insurance?
You can, so my clients had the same issue. They had to call a few different people. They managed to get fire insurance. It just cost them a lot more than it did before.
Okay. And one other Zebby and I have a client who needs to stay under 400. She needs a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Could be Santa Rosa, Roner Park. So if anybody has anything, we've seen pretty much everything that's on the market already. So, and she's ready to go. She wants to close before the end of the year. So if you have a condo, let us know.
Great, thank you. Rebecca, you put your hand up again.
Yeah, I just wanted to check, was I muted the entire time I was giving those two listings?
No, we do.
Okay.
It's very, all good, all good.
Paige, you have your hand up.
You're muted, Paige.
Get on mute. I can mute you. I cannot unmute.
There we go. Hey, okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a little information about a listing that I have. This listing has been on the market for probably a month now. The seller wanted it at 275. Realistically, it shouldn't have been at 275, but she wasn't willing to go lower. She had a little heart-to-heart with her son this week and has decided that she's willing to drop it. So we dropped it down to 234. It's on Canocti Avenue in Lakeport. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's, I think, 868 square foot. But it's a great little spot for either somebody who's retired or doing like a rental. It'd be an amazing Airbnb or a rental because of its location and walking distance to town. So if anybody has any buyers for that, please send them my way. My seller really would like to move before January. She's moving to Portland with their family. And so it's really important to her that she gets out of Lake County as soon as possible.
Great, thank you. Oh, by the way, when I was driving through Lake County, I noticed the quilting on the buildings. The only other place I've seen quilts on buildings was up in Tillamook in Oregon. But I guess when you have quilting societies, which there seemed to be one in Kelseyville, they promote these quilts on the sides of buildings, and it's quite nice. I enjoyed seeing them all. And on Main Street in Kelseyville, they have poetry on each side of the street in a little box, and they change it once a week or something like that. But you're just walking down the sidewalk, and here you come across a new poem, and it's quite nice. Let's see, a couple other things coming up. Yeah, Randy.
Gary's going to go up there much more often to hopefully his poetry on.
I'm going to send the guy some poems. Yeah. You'll be seeing next week a program coming out from Realogy called Revitalize, and this will be a fund up to $20,000 that we can arrange for a seller to borrow as part of their listing to make improvements to the home to get it ready to sell. Could be landscaping, roof, whatever's needed. Staging would be included. So we can get them a loan, interim loan. We obviously have to have the listing as part of it, up to $20,000. So keep an eye out for that program. It's called Revitalize.
When is it going to roll out, do you think?
We should have info on it next week.
Okay, fantastic.
No, we have our own internal program right now. If you have something before that comes out that we will look at to help your client move on. So if you have something that's sooner than that, just give Gary or I a call.
And then our contract training will follow this immediately. We're going to close this meeting and then open up on the same link again for contract training. I've been away or not available on Fridays for like 3 weeks, so I have a whole bunch of stuff. Heather will not have a tech training this week, but we'll cover a lot of contract issues that have come up. And then at noon, we're actually starting at 11:30, but the training will probably run through close to noon. But at 11:30, I put a link in the email I sent this morning to the 2021 Rotary Business Ethics Awards, for which we've been nominated as one of the finalists in the large business category. Out of 70 firms, we were nominated, and we're very proud of that. And Randy and I did a little 4-minute video that's part of the program. So if you're interested, tune in and see what we have to say. But once we have that video, we'll also be posting it on You too.
They're being a little modest. I actually was on the committee for this project, and among the 70 companies that they were selected over were things like Exchange Bank, Redwood Credit Union. This was a very prestigious group that they made finalists in. So, and I had nothing to do with the selection. I just nominated them. But this is really, really a bigger honor than they're making it out to be, win or lose.
Thank you, Mara. Thanks. And thanks for getting us involved in that. Okay, so I think that'll do it for tonight. Today, we'll log off here and tune back in a few minutes on for the training.
Happy hunting, be in front of your SOI, and there's a lot of business out there, and you're going to finish up the year incredibly. So get your mindsets, stand in front of the mirror, give yourself affirmations. You guys are the best out there. Take pride in that. Have a great day and a great weekend.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.